In a world of deep and meaningful conversation comes the most unnecessary podcast.
LOL Entertainment. Oh yeah. Here we go again. We be rolling. Shots are blowing. Stacks are golden. Baby, here we go again. On the road again.
LOL Entertainment. Welcome to the fucking show.
Welcome back, motherfuckers. How are we doing? Welcome back to the most unnecessary podcast on the internet. I'm your host, Not Your Average Joe, and this evening we've got a really big show. Great show. Lots of things coming your way. We're going to get into it, but first... Woo! Hell yeah. Sponsored by no smelling salt in particular, but hey, we are looking. All right, guys, let's bring up our panel this evening. First up, the one and only, Patty Cakes Pat Cardinal.
Yo, what's up? What's up? How we doing? Episode
going on,
16. Let's go.
How we doing?
Doing good, man. We're doing good. Excited to get this episode going.
Hell yeah, 16. That's my favorite number. Everybody had like a favorite number, you know, growing up. The number that you'd put on your like NHL player's jersey when you were playing like NHL 2004, you know, back in the day. That was the best one in my opinion. 16 was my number, bro. 16.
Nice.
All right, let's bring up our next panelist. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Matt Johnson.
LOL. It's in the game.
Hell yeah.
So, when you mentioned NHL 24, I thought of like the old EA Sports intro when it was like EA Sports. It's in the game.
Dude, that was perfect though. Actually, man, you should do some voiceover shit too, Matt. You could do some voiceover work for sure.
I probably could, but I can only really do like some deeper, raspier voices. I can't really do like goofier, high-pitched voices or that.
We already got too many goofier, high-pitched voices out there anyway. Bring back the bass. All right, guys, and last but not least, yes, he's here again for the second week in a row. Give it up for Stephen McDonald.
What's going on, guys?
There he is. How we doing today, Steve?
Episode 16. It happened to be ironic that it's Epstein's age of choice.
Ooh, I thought you wanted them a little bit younger.
Yeah, that might be too old for.
Yeah,
like they have a like. You have to be this young to get on this ride on
We're
Epstein
watching too
Island.
much Fox News.
You're too pubescent.
Hell yeah, guys. Episode 16, we are here. We're ready to go. I already see some comments rolling in.
I did. I saw Nanny P came in with the first comment of the evening. So excited for the show. Hi, guys. And then we had our boy Jordan Angus coming in saying a quick hey. What's going on, guys?
Jordan.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hell yeah, man. It's it's gonna be a really big show, guys. So we got a couple things coming up this week. So Friday night, Jordan Angus is in the house right now. He's in the comments, man. Friday night, Jordan and myself are at Mo Events. It's a huge kind of collaborated show. Yeah, we got it up on the board right now. There's bands, stand-up comedy by Not Your Average Joe and Jordan Angus, guys. And then, we got DJ Gloam closing out the night. It's going to be huge. It's going to be epic. It's a kind of a all-you-can-eat buffet of entertainment. And, I'm really excited to share the stage with Jordan and just tear the roof off the place with hilarity, you know what I mean? It's a St. Patty's kind of show. So looking forward to that one. And then Saturday, LOL's open mic. Pat, take it away. What's going on Saturday?
Yeah, man, we got Cornwall's newest stand-up comedy open mic happening for the third month. This one is a little bit special, guys. So for this one here, proceeds will be donated to a local mental health association.
Nice.
So that's going to be really
Hell
cool. Yeah. So we've teamed up with the team at Essential Kitchen. Our folks at Essential Kitchen came up with some goodies for us for that night that they'll be serving up. So you got the $21 pesto and basil pizza. You got the $10 Rainbow Lagoon drink, and you got the $10 Shamrock Sour.
Okay.
What's cool,
Okay.
guys, is $1 from every purchase of one of these 3 items will go into the total pot at the end of the night that will be donated to the Mental Health Association. So that's pretty huge. And then once we figure out how much in total we've raised that night, Essential Kitchen is actually going to match our donation. So huge shout out to Essential Kitchen. Come out this Saturday, guys. It's for a good cause. $5. The lineup is stacked. You got myself hosting. We got a feature coming in who's dedicated his time and put that towards the cause too. So it's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a fun night.
So looking forward to it, man. I'm really pumped up. I'm really pumped up about that. And yeah, once again, LOL. We love, doing what we do, but we wouldn't be able to do it without the community. So any kind of chance we get to give back, we're always looking to do so, man. So Pat, this was his idea to kind of, give back to the community on this one. And yeah, man, for sure. We no problems doing it. And the Essential Kitchen, our gracious host for these shows, is stepping up huge too and helping us do that. So man, bang on. We're pumped up about it. Also, guys, Matt just had a good week last week. Matt, you're coming off of a nice little show out of town. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I did an NTS spot at Yucks. It was a great night, great crowd, good turnout, great stacked lineup of comedians. Some really good comedians. Some people I've never really even seen before either. Yeah, so it was nice to actually see some comedians I haven't seen and perform with them, and that was a fun evening. There was a dude in the front row, and he was just sitting by himself. He was there with people, but he was sitting by himself, and I guess he was on mushrooms.
Woo!
Yeah. Shout out this guy. And he seemed like a really cool motherfucker. He was into the show the whole time. He laughed at everyone's joke. Didn't matter who it was. And I don't know if it was just the mushrooms or if everyone was just funny that night, which they were, absolutely. But I also noticed, out of the corner of my eye as I'm watching the show and I'm watching this guy, he's doing that thing. I don't know if you guys have ever really done mushrooms. I'm sure you all have. I haven't. But have you ever done the mouth thing? You got the lizard tongue going. He had the lizard tongue going, but that's when I started to notice that he's got these aviator glasses, a ball cap, and a mustache. And I'm like, yo, this guy looks like the Unabomber or something. So I had to acknowledge it when I got on stage.
Yeah, that was a great acknowledgement too. The one you followed up with you was good.
I saw that clip you posted. It looks like you also met a former, maybe adult star that evening.
Well, yeah. So Lewis Hill was hosting that night. Shout out Lewis Hill, amazing fucking comedian. And
for sure.
he was talking to the crowd, and he asked this one lady her name, and she said Debbie. And I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I know why, but my brain automatically goes to the Debbie Does Dallas. And and nobody else really made a reference to Debbie Does Dallas the whole night. I'm like, I got to do it. I'm like, I'm doing it then.
Had to go with it. Love it.
It worked, bro. You got mad pop in that clip, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just goes to show the impact of a cultural icon like Debbie Does Dallas,
It's true.
It's called classic.
It's almost as high up there as One Night in Paris.
Yeah. It's like referencing Blue Nuit now. You know what I mean? Everybody knows what we're talking about. Our generation. But then the younger generation.
I have to stop you here. I live under a fucking rock. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, shut the
bullshit.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know that Night in Paris thing, and I don't know what the fuck this Debbie shit is about.
You know Blue Nuit, though, right?
No.
Oh, yo, now this is why you know this motherfucker's lying.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely don't believe that. But you've never heard of Debbie Does Dallas, the most popular.
Jennifer Summers even remembers Blue Nuit.
I'm sorry, Matt. What?
You've never heard of Debbie Does Dallas, the most popular 70s porn ever. No.
Is that a motor?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
I don't
man.
know.
Yo, I want to shout out my papa. Right now, okay? So my papa met Ron Jeremy. He even has a cup with Ron Jeremy on it, bro, and he like idolizes this dude.
Wait. Nanny P just threw out this crazy comment. I didn't even
Joe's
notice.
birthday in
What'd
2
you say?
days.
What'd you say?
It's Joe's birthday in 2 days.
It is, yeah.
It's Joe's birthday week this week too, guys.
He's gonna be 41 years old. Congrats.
God
I ain't gonna
damn.
be 41, bro. I'm gonna be 27.
Probably.
American.
No, I'll be 37, but we don't need to talk about the age because that's just a number. Okay, I feel good. I've been back at the gym a little bit there. You know, I've been working out a little bit. I feel good.
Man, we were talking about this at hockey the other day. Like I just turned 35. Like now I'm going on like the third month of it. But like, as much as I say I'm 35 now, it still doesn't register. Like I still feel like I'm 18. Like I feel like I hit 18, and like I just can't get out of that path. Like I still feel mentally, maybe not so
Delayed.
much physically, but like, you know what I mean?
get it,
Like,
dude.
like I don't feel like I've aged at all since 18. Like I still feel like that young me.
The mentality, when it comes to like sports, the mentality of the 18-year-old is still there. The competitive drive, the will to compete. You know what I mean? But then you get out there and you fucking put that pressure out there again that you did when you were 18. And yeah, you know,
Oh yeah,
like
the bones
you-
feel rough as fuck.
you're paying for that later on. You know what I mean?
I'd be rocking
That's
that bag of
why
ice
it's
after
insane.
too, man.
That's
Putting
why
that right
I'm
on the
in
knee.
shape now, boys. I know that Matt's got a personal fitness goal he's doing right now. I know he wants to jump back into the Spartan race and stuff. He
Yeah,
killed it last
yeah,
year. He wants to
I've
kill
been,
it again this year. So being fit is good, guys.
It is. You know, for the first little while, I was like, "Oh, this sucks," and then now I'm at the point where I'm like, this is fun."
It's true.
I'm like,
That's it, man. That's it.
Once you can break
And,
that first little bit of being exhausted and sore all the time, you know what I
But
mean?
now I feel like my goal isn't so much doing Spartan race again and getting a better time and completing every obstacle. My goal now is like training for the resistance because World War III is coming and shit. So like, you know, strong body, strong mind. So that way, whenever shit hits the fan, we can go like fucking Red Dawn. Like I've been watching that movie once a week and writing notes, Wolverines. So like, yeah, I'm ready for the resistance. That's what I'm training for now. I think.
How's your North Korean?
Pardon? No, poor Kim Jong Un. You know that guy sitting over there like
He's
so
wrong.
wrong. Yeah, poor guy. He's
Oh,
like,
man,
I want to go to war. Why
Yeah,
is no one
he's like-
bombing me?
Yeah, shit, man. That's hilarious, man. Also, guys, don't forget the Weed Show. The 420 show is coming up in April. Links are out. Ticket links are out. You can get them at www.lolentertainment.ca. They're there as well as all the other links for shows we have coming up. But this one's huge, guys. It's huge. We got sponsor and gingerbread edibles. So we got lots of treats we'll be kind of tossing out and giving away that evening. We got door prizes, raffles, 50-50 draws, and more. Huge headliners, huge lineup, guys. It's going to be sick. And then afterwards, DJ Patty Cakes is closing it out that night, guys. So, yeah, it's going to be a huge night. April 17th, I think.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
April 17th, guys, at Mo Events. Once again, shout out Mo Events. Always killing it and providing sick venues for not just us, but other local entertainers as well. You know, she's hooking it up. So way to go, Mo, and we appreciate all your hard work.
Yeah, they're doing great. They're doing great. But yeah, so Friday, April 17th, tickets $20. Find them at the www.lolentertainment.ca. Doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8, and we're going all the way to last call. So it's going to be a great night.
Oh, yeah. And we got a special guest that night, too, guys. Like, not only do we have Hash the One headlining, he's huge. He's coming from Montreal. We're really looking forward to having him. But special guest, we had to bring Mark Vincent back, guys. You haven't seen Mark Vincent in a little bit.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your
But,
mom. Your mom's going to be there, too.
Oh, yeah, of course. Joe's mom is always at the weed shows, guys. But we had to bring Mark Vincent back, man. Like, we asked him if he wanted to come do a set, and he was super excited there. He's like, hell yeah, man, let's do it up there for old time's sake there. So he's coming out to do a surprise set there at the 420 show.
He did promise he'd be on mushrooms again too. So
he was. He had a good time last time. He had a great time.
Him who was at the Yucks the other day.
Last time was a good show too. It was a great show. This year we're bigger, better, and badder than ever. Okay, guys.
And it's definitely going to be the night of the moment you've all been waiting for.
100%. Hosted by one and only
drunkest man in the room.
Steve McDonald hosting that night. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Performances from myself, Matt Johnson, and comments from Ottawa, Montreal. It's going to be huge. Can't wait. Can't wait. That being said, we're going to move into our first segment of the night, guys, which is Capital Carnage with none other than Don Kedick.
It's time for Capital Carnage with your political punchliner, Don Kedick.
Good evening, patriots, degenerates, and the government agencies legally required to watch this broadcast. Welcome back to Capital Carnage. I'm your host, Don Kedick, and tonight we figured we'd take a break from all the geopolitical nonsense happening everywhere at the moment and touch something that is a little closer to home. That's right, folks. Yours truly, Don Kedick, is officially throwing his name in to the 2028 presidential mix with my very own new party, the Nationalist Libertarian Socialist Movement. And I know what you're thinking. It sounds a little bit confusing until you realize that every party out there is just three controversial ideas tied up into one, screaming at each other on live television. We go live now to our correspondent in the field, Patty Cakes Pat Cardinal, with an update.
You're watching Capital Carnage News live in Des Moines, where rocker-turned-entrepreneur Don Kedick has just announced his run for president in 2028.
Thanks, Pat. And that's right. My platform stands on hard work. And not the kind of hard work that these politicians do, which is sending tweets from their golf cart on the stock markets, okay? I'm talking about real hard work. Perseverance and dedication through the hard times, because the American people have suffered inflation, culture wars, media hysteria, and have tried to watch Kamala Harris explain almost anything, okay? Enough! Enough is enough! It is time for a real leader. Rather than leaders out there like Donald Trump, who talks about unity and peace while also making the Middle East look like this.
Tracking coordinates locked. Impact in Sector 18.
And then you've got guys like J.D. Vance, who looks like he could both run for office at the same time as asking if you'd like fries with that. And Kamala Harris once again throwing her hat in the ring in 2028, only this time to be beaten by a guy with better hair. We caught up with some of the world leaders. Here's what they had to say.
Don Kedick? Never heard of him. Sounds like a loser. Probably low energy. I build the best empires. Nobody builds empires like me. Don Kedick is the biggest threat to Israel's plan. We can't let him gain traction! Yes, Don Kedick. I like him. Good for the world.
Oh, Don Kedick. Yeah, I think he's sexy, but no good for politics.
Yeah, Don Kedick. I think we used to game together. His username was PussyPounder69. He's awesome. 你必须停止这种挑衅行为 Don Kedick 这会带来严重后果
Make the world great again. Vote Don Kedick in 2028 for the Nationalist Libertarian Socialist Party, because that's the way Don Kedick gives her to you.
Mixed views from the politicians, but go figure. Guys, I'm getting reports now that our very own field correspondent, Patty Cakes Pat Cardinal, has a story for the viewers. We've been getting non-stop calls and letters into the station on how is it that our very own Patty Cakes Pat Cardinal is able to travel to all these destinations so quickly. Here he is with a breaking story.
An uncertain economical future, Wonder Woman sold us her plane.
Steady at 35,000. Smooth as glass up here.
Feels like we're just hanging in the sky. Wild that nobody can see what we're flying.
That's the beauty of an invisible plane. All view, no walls.
And that's how I get around. Back to you, Don.
Thanks, Pat. You know that motherfucker's gonna be my vice president. Don Kedick, folks. Remember the name at the ballot box in 2028. And also remember, I cuck for no one, especially a Jew. Sorry, allergy season. And that's the way Don Keedick gives it to you, folks. Hard, raw, and uncovered. And remember, not all snakes slither. Some shake hands. This has been Capital Carnage. I am your future president, Don Keedick. Good evening.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow. That's quite the announcement. I'm just wondering if it's an invisible jet, why the seats were visible.
Yeah, I don't know. There was an upholstery malfunction there for sure, dude.
Yeah, we had to get the seats recovered last minute.
Maybe everything on the inside of the cockpit is like not visible to the outside. I'm thinking, yeah.
Dude, we need to get captions on what Xi Ping said.
Yeah.
I was dying, dude. I was folding.
That one definitely came out.
You look bad. You look really bad.
Yeah. Don Keedick, though, up on that podium, he looks pretty good, but he's looking a little bit more like Don Keed Rock. He's out there to try to get the ball with a ball rolling, you know?
dude, with bangers like that, Matt, he might hire you for his campaign.
Yeah. Let me work on his campaign. I'll be a good campaign manager.
Right here.
Would you do it? Would you work on Don Keedick's campaign?
I'd be a campaign manager.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I'm sure he'd be honored to have you, man. You know what? Your expertise would be needed, I'm sure, for somebody like Don Keedick on the campaign trail. Your expertise are so vast, in fact, that it is that time, once again, ladies and gentlemen, for the matter-of-fact moment with none other than Matt Johnson.
It's the matter-of-fact moment with LOL's own Matt Johnson.
Oh, hey, kids. It is a matter of fact that molasses may not be as slow in January as we've come to believe. On January 15th, 1919, in Boston, a sticky situation presented itself when an explosion of bitter proportions sent molasses flying into the air and flooding into the streets. A large tank holding about 2.3 million US gallons burst, roughly about the weight of 1,200 metric tons. And the resulting wave of molasses rushed down the streets at up to 56 kilometers an hour by estimations, killing about 21 people, killing 21 people and injuring 150 more. Usually it's on Epstein's Island where people drown in some sort of sticky, gooey substance. But unfortunately, on this day in Boston, it was some unsuspecting victims. It was quite a multi-factor situation that led to the tank exploding. Mostly fermentation, temperature fluctuation, and some pressure change. While we use it as a term to describe poor service, that cousin that's a little bit slow because you pushed him off the roof that one summer and you might regret it now, or that coworker who we all know is absolutely useless. But it is a matter of fact that on this day in Boston, molasses was not its slowest in January. What do you boys think?
Dude, that's fucking incredible, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine drowning in molasses? And that shit would be like worse than quicksand too, man.
Were like the people that died, were they like people that were close by that got like hit from the explosion? Or like were these just fucking retards?
So I believe some of the people that died were people within the actual storage facility and around, because it was like this. Apparently the tank itself was like stories tall and super fucking big.
Oh,
and so that explosion alone, like, it damaged buildings around it, everything. And like, originally, because they were getting a bit of warmer temperatures that day than normal in Boston in winter in January. And they think that there was an original.
Nanny B just said the caption she has on calls Don Keedick Don Kid Dick. That's not good. You can tell Mark Zuckerberg's fucking pulling those captions.
I just want to say this, man. I can't stop imagining like Jurassic Park, instead of having like the mosquito and like stuck in the resin, it's just like a person. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is like that was during some warm days, and there was like, 2.3 million gallons of this shit.
Yeah, dude.
And so after that solidified and everything, that cleanup must have been horrendous.
Yeah, dude. Like you're finding people like embedded in this shit. I fucking guarantee it, man. That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
that's some fucked up
molasses.
That's a horrible, and that's, man. So like, not only are you burning to death, like, because that shit is scalding hot. I guarantee it. Like, it's burning the fuck out of you. But like now you're drowning in it. Like you're gonna drown in it. That's fucked,
that's crazy.
Man. Jesus.
And literally, a wave of molasses was moving basically at the speed limit, like 50 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, dude.
Just a wave of fucking thick, gooey substance, like Epstein.
They need to make a movie about this shit.
They do. That would make it. It's kind of like Pompeii, but just
boiling you alive. Yeah, I suppose. It's probably at the hottest temperature too in that tank. Just being mixed.
Man.
Never mind the 1,500 people that died of diabetes.
Some people try to eat their way out.
Diabetes. Yeah, I found that interesting history tidbit, and I thought that was a pretty interesting fucking story, actually. I was like, shit.
Yeah, imagine that, drowning and boiling alive in molasses.
Yeah.
Papa D, I'm guessing you must have done some serious shit wrong for that to be your fate.
Right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Comments are flowing, man.
Comments are good, man. Love
you're like, oh, well, I'm stuck in the middle of this goo.
Man, yeah, that's insane, dude. That's insane. I love it.
Imagine being that little old lady, though, that day who was like, oh, I really wish I could head to the store right now and go get some molasses. Opens the door. Oh, thank you.
Imagine being one of the like 100. There's like the 150 people that survived, but they were injured. Imagine having like PTSD from like molasses trauma.
Imagine the family that has to.
No,
I'm not even
you hear a mate down there, you fucking go into a panic attack.
It molasted me.
That's amazing, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, man, comments are flowing in hard tonight.
Oh,
I love it.
Somebody forgot to read the Women's
book.
Women's book. Okay.
Yeah, it was 1919 in Boston. I don't even think Women's was fucking.
Did they have their PPE? Did they have their PPE?
Okay, so this isn't recent.
No, this was 1919.
1919. Okay, so at this point, can you imagine having to explain to your family that your loved one didn't make it because they couldn't like outrun molasses? Like
on those old timey phones with that old timey voice. Sorry, honey, can't make it home. I'm coming to molasses.
For fuck's sake, everything is sticky now.
Matt, that was golden, dude. That was golden, man.
I don't know. Just came to me,
Man, that's huge. Yo, speaking of all the comments coming in, listen, we were talking, and listen, we have a lot of people that want to like jump on the podcast and be a guest, right? So, like, especially like a lot of the people that interact with the podcast. So some of the heads got together, and we were thinking of maybe doing an episode where we have some of our, avid watchers come on and do quick little segments. They jump on, we do a quick little, shoot the shit with them, almost like a riff shift with them. You know what I mean? And then We'll just one after another. Maybe we'll do an episode a month. You know, what do you boys think about that?
We can maybe hold auditions. Does anyone have a leather couch?
No, man, I love the idea. Like, you know, like we have a lot of guests that just keep commenting in. So yeah, you guys would get like a 5-minute, you know, we'd send you the link, you guys would join up, and you guys still get to watch the podcast go down. You just are sitting chilling in our green room, and then once we're ready for you, we'll give you a ballpark as to around when to expect it, but we'll bring you up and we'll have some fun with you live on the podcast. It's a fun
even
time.
If you just want to use that opportunity to like plug a charity event or a show you have coming up, or you know, oh, we're going to be doing this sort of cookout thing, or you know, you're a local business and you're going to have a promotion coming up, like by all means use that time to promote whatever you need to.
Or you can just come on here and talk fucking shit with us. You know what I mean? Like,
that as well.
We're down for it. We love engaging with the fans. You know what I mean?
We'll call it the 5 minutes of fame.
That being said, we are in talks right now with a very secretive member of a very secretive group that we might be getting on the podcast soon. So that's another good one too that's gonna be coming up.
100%.
Tap out, you definitely get a reshot. I think we figured out what caused the lags. So if you join up again and it causes it again, then it's you. But if not, then we're gonna have a good time. We will set that up for you, Tap out.
Yeah, 100%. All right, guys. That being said, I think we're gonna move on to our next segment of the evening, which is my personal favorite. It is the High Conspiracy with none other than the High Conspiracy guy, Patty Cakes, Pat Cardinal.
Hey, give it up for your High Conspiracy guy, Patty Cakes, Pat Cardinal.
What's going on, guys? What's going on? So before I get into this week's conspiracy, I just want to point out that last week I spoke to you guys about the new picture of Jim Carrey that we found. I decided to actually put that picture into ChatGPT, and I didn't give it any reference whatsoever. I just asked it to identify who this was, and even ChatGPT couldn't figure it out. I tried to give it clues, pretending as if I kind of knew who it was, but I was just trying to figure out his name. So I gave it like he was a famous comedian. He was very, very well known in the acting industry, and it still could not figure out that was Jim Carrey. So I'm just throwing that out there. That might be a bigger conspiracy than what we think. But for this one, boys, I got a conspiracy theory that I want to throw on the table today. All right. It revolves around money. Okay. So what if money, the thing that we spend our entire lives chasing, was never actually designed to make people rich, but instead it was actually designed to keep everyone just busy enough surviving that we would never actually question the system itself? Because when you start looking into how money actually works, things get weird very quickly. Here's a couple of things that made me kind of start questioning it. So the first thing, most of the money in the world today doesn't actually exist. Like, people imagine giant vaults full of cash somewhere, but 90% of money is just a digital number in a bank computer, which means wealth isn't really physical anymore. It's basically a scorecard controlled by financial institutions. So if the people controlling the computers control the numbers, they kind of control the whole game. Now, here's the second weird thing. Banks can actually create money out of thin air. Through fractional reserve banking, they're allowed to lend out way more money than they physically have. So when someone gets a mortgage or a big loan, that money wasn't actually sitting in a vault somewhere. It was basically just typed into existence. But the crazy part is that money is created as debt, and it has interest attached to it, which leads to the third thing that makes my brain hurt. There's always more debt than money, because the interest was never created along with the original loan, meaning that the system kind of requires that someone somewhere is always losing, always behind, always chasing that next payment. So if that's true, then the question becomes, is money really about wealth? Or is it about control over people's time and energy? Anyway, that's the rabbit hole that I've been falling down this week. What do you guys think? Am I losing my mind, or is there something weird about this whole system and the way it works?
Well, I mean, that's kind of more of like
I'm
a
taking notes.
credit-based system in a sense. Like that's kind of more like credit related if you think about it, because from what I understand, a lot of the actual like value of currency is tied to how much gold is invested in that area. So basically, they're like, I have X amount of dollars worth of gold, which means I'm allowed to print X amount of dollars worth of currency that represents that gold. But that's for the gold standard, which isn't represented in a lot of countries around the world. Some countries still do it, but not every country does it. That's why you should invest in gold or silver, because it's real and tangible. You can actually hold it physically and be like, I have gold.
Yeah, I think people would be
like
be
pirate and shit and be like, our gold, you know, that'd be cool.
That is
I'm not
correct.
gonna lie.
That is the
I have
Federal
to
Reserve, to my understanding, they got away from the gold and silver. That's exactly where the government wants you. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. So, like, the gold is definitely like the holding the value of your money versus the amount of gold that you have is definitely a thing of the past. Because if you look at the United States, they're in like, I think it's like $28 trillion right now. They just announced as their current debt. So realistically, like they have, if they're saying that they have gold, but yet they're still in debt, then that just kind of furthers my point that they've created more money than they actually have.
I think it was Truman or Reagan that got them off the gold standard.
I think it was Reagan.
Yeah.
If I'm
The
not
gold
mistaken.
standard used to be
right?
the exact representation of money.
Money is like the root of all evil, I find. Like that's what everybody's kind of.
Since the beginning of time, there's always been a trading system or a universal want and need, and the only reason money is valuable is because we value it that way.
Now, I do believe, just before you jump in, Joe, I just want to say one quick thing. I do think with what Pat said, the money's the root of all evil. Yes, but not the way we think of it. I don't think money is the root of all evil. I think not having money is the root of all evil, because people do evil things to get that money.
Very well said.
No, you're definitely right there. You're definitely right there.
I think that, like, so we're getting to that age where, like, you're so right. They're like, the paper is actually meaningless. You know what I mean? Like, it actually means really nothing. And we're getting to that point where everybody's talking about the digital age. You know what I mean? Right? Where everything is going to be digitalized, and you're going to get the mark, right? The chip in your hand that's your way through life. You know what I mean? From now on. And that is in the Bible. It even says in the Bible.
I won't go there, Linda.
You know what I mean? So this is a crazy ass conspiracy. I'm not gonna lie, Pat. When you were going through your shit, I felt like I was at a seminar and like a lecture, dude. Like this was like a profound fucking like thing that I needed to be taking notes. I seriously took notes. This is something I'm gonna look into, my friend.
That's awesome, man. That's the whole point of it. Sometimes I go a little bit funny, you know. Sometimes I want to be a little bit serious.
Yeah, what did Mr. Fuchs have to say? I saw him comment up there. I know he's going to have something to say on this.
Rehypothecated, whatever that word is, debt is really debt. Using other debt as collateral. Yes, the standard is more debt. So
yeah. See, he knows his shit when it comes to that stuff.
No, I was actually wanting to look into investing in gold or silver.
It was created by the earliest societies to control the people's. See, and that's what I truly do believe, though, because, like, at the end of the day, if you have control of, like, the person earning the money, then you're kind of in control of what they can do in their life, right? So
I think it ties back to, I think in the end it ties back to a couple certain families, maybe.
I have heard conspiracies that, like, you know, it's truly only 7 families that own like all the remaining like big gold supplies in the world. So
gold currently right now is like 51.50
at a all-time high. The demand.
If you were to go back 3 years ago, I think it was like what 2,800 an ounce, maybe.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, in northern China, they actually just found a huge gold vein in reserve that they're going to
They
start
did.
mining,
I heard
which
that
actually
too.
helped, and that helped in a positive way the actual global price of gold.
I'm sure the stock market wouldn't agree, but that's
well, stock market's doing good because anybody that had invested in gold, which is always considered the safe hedge, now just got something like 100 and something % return. So they like it for as long as it's going up, and gold never really skyrockets back down either.
That's the problem. If you add more supply into it, the demand becomes less, right?
Although silver is more volatile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that was my interesting conspiracy of the week.
On your last week's conspiracy, though, I think this week I was scrolling Facebook, and I don't know if it was like credited or not, but they were saying it was like
some dude.
Yeah, some dude that got like makeup mask put on him and shit. And I don't know if it's real or not, but that makes more sense.
All I'm saying is that definitely was not Jim Carrey.
Yeah, well, you'd be right.
The fact that fucking even AI can't decipher without like for sure without fucking knowing, man, that's beyond the proof. You know, if they're now announcing that it was somebody else, now they're just trying to cover up the fact that
they said it was that one dude that dresses up like people. But
yeah, I heard it was some makeup guy, but like he could just claim that and take some pictures.
Yeah.
Like I could sit here and say I'm actually secretly Joy Reid from The View, and
has Mr. Carey come out himself and said anything?
Yeah,
I believe Matt, you said you were Whoopi Goldberg. Are you not?
Well, no, I just made a thing. Like, if that dude can pass as Jim Carrey, then I can pass as Whoopi Goldberg. Because, like, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh man, you had me so confused. I was trying to watch The View.
And guys, the phones are lighting up. You know what that means? It's I think we got Apu waiting on the line to jump in here. So that being said, we're gonna jump into it. It's the motivational moment with none other than Apu Smear.
It's time for the motivational moment with none other than Apu Smear.
Oh, hey guys. Apu Smear here today with your motivational speakings of the day. Today, guys, we are going to be learning about life, wisdom, and we might be talking a little bit about my goat, Bill Gates. Don't even talking shit about my goat, Bill Gates, okay? Don't fucking laughing at his name, okay? I'm making that name very long time ago. Goats live very long time. Anyway, back to today's lesson, guys. Today's lesson is knowing your audience. Now, this is a very, very special rule, guys, that applying in almost everything, like public speaking, storytelling, maybe the stand-up comedy. If you're like my friends Joe and Pat and Matt and Steve, they're doing the stand-up comedy, right? Now, guys, but you're needing to take ownership sometimes. When you're maybe a comedian, you're learning very quick that not every joke works in every room. You walk into a crowd that may be having just biker guys. You're not going to wanting to do your baits about gluten sensitivity and your emotional support goat. Okay, not personal story, not yet, guys. Don't worry. And guys, if you're wanting to do some spicy humor, maybe some racial jokes, maybe read the room, guys, okay? If you're the only guy looking like the before picture on a sunscreen bottle, you might wanting to pivoting away from that. I've learned this lesson, guys. That is right. Apu once doing the comedy show one time. I had my goat, Bill Gates, with me. Long story, don't ask. And yes, I figured, hey, I'm going to incorporate him into my act. So we get on stage, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, giving up for my goat, Bill Gates. Guys, everyone in the room just looking at me and doing the judge. The crowd very silent. Some guy in the back yells, hey, we're livestock farmers, okay? So it turns out they did not fucking like my goat as a quirky sidekick. They were looking at Bill Gates like he was dinner with hooves, okay, guys? Wrong audience for me to be bringing him there. Okay. But the motivational part, guys, knowing your audience isn't about centering yourself. It's about connecting. The best comedians, speakers, and leaders of the world don't just talk. They're listening first. They're reading room. They're understanding that the people in front of them might have something that they are able to work with, right, guys? When we do that, your message lands kind of hard, and your jokes hit better, and the people actually hearing what you're trying to say, okay? Even Bill Gates understands how. Remember my goat, Bill Gates, understands this, okay, guys? When we first visit the farm, he keeps a very low profile. Guys, remember, if you want your words to matter, don't just what you want to say, okay, guys? Just know who you're saying it to. And if all else fails, guys, just remember, Apu said that this is supposed to be motivating as well, and very, very embracing, and who giving a shit what people really think in the end, okay, guys? You're knowing your audience as best as you can, but you're always going to offend someone. So at that point, you're just saying, fucking you guys, because Apu Smear said so. This has been Apu Smear with your motivational speakings of the day, guys. Apu, out. Thanking you, everyone, for tuning in to my motivational message for you. Apu, out.
Oh, yeah.
Message once again.
Hell yeah, know your audience. I like that. It's a good kind of tip for the week to know your audience. You know what I mean? I know that I don't know about you guys personally, but I know that at my job I have to be very careful with some of the things that I say, and being as how the job, your day job is where you spend most of your time. That's where I try to kind of come up with most of my material. You know what I mean? When I'm at work. So there's always those times when you want to tell somebody a joke you've come up with. You know what I mean? And you got to know the right people to do it. I was once taken to HR for asking certain questions about eating ass. You know what I mean? Like, trying to get information for a bit, of course. But no, for sure. You need to know your audience. You need to know who you can talk to and say things. So
let's run through that meeting. I got to run through that meeting real quick. Okay. Mr. Bowman, come in here. We got to talk to you. Yeah. Now, there's been allegations that you were in questioning ass stuff.
Okay, well, there was a group of people. It became like a running joke. One person asked somebody, and he's like, "Hey, like, do you do this?" And then, but he was like, "Well, no, that's gross. Like, people don't do that." So then he wanted to prove that people do it. So it became like almost like a survey, and this guy was going around asking everybody. And then once it came to me, I was curious what everybody else was thinking. So now, like, there's a group of people walking around going like, "Hey, like, what do you think?" You know what I mean? And so yeah, in HR, we sit down and they're like, "Do you know why you're here?" And I have kind of a good idea, you know what I mean? And yeah, they're like, "Well, have you know anything about asking people about eating ass?" Straight up, I'm not gonna lie. And like, of course, I laughed a little bit, but no, you know what? We were honest about the whole situation. Yeah, it's just it was a stupid thing. Probably shouldn't have, led into it, I guess. But that's what I mean. Know your audience, guys. Know your audience, right?
I think statistically, the guys that end up eating the ass stuff are the guys that used to poke the fucking hole in the top of the pudding and fucking eat it that way.
Hey man, I eat my puddings like that still to this day, but I do not eat ass. No, thank you.
I had a dream Joe was eating ass, and I woke up with a spoon in my ass.
What?
I don't know.
Jesus, you want to go camping?
I got a little bit of phobia with that.
Oh wait, no.
I'm just wondering why HR.
Fuck, I fucked it up. I had a dream Joe was eating chocolate pudding, and I woke up with a spoon in my ass.
There you go.
Damn it.
Yeah,
damn, my boss.
That's even worse.
Yeah, because Steve mentioned pudding, and that's what it made me think of. That
I think HR was just trying to do recruiting that day.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, it was you know what I mean. It was great motivational moment, Apu. You definitely need to know your audience. You know what I mean?
How many people at work ended up eating ass?
I can't remember what the ratio, but it did win. It did win. Like, eating ass definitely had more votes for it than against it, which shocked me, to be honest. But
yeah, Robert Munch wrote a book about it too. It was called The Mud Puddle.
Robert Munch, yeah, of course he did.
All right,
HR is like writing up anybody that admitted to not eating ass.
Well, while we're here,
that's your first warning. That's your first warning.
While we're here, we'll take a poll. Chat, take it away.
Yeah, take it away, chat. Take it away.
Put a 3 in the comments if you eat ass.
Yeah, a 1 if you do, a 2 if you don't. Okay, let's see the 1s and the 2s in the chat. 1 if you do, 2 if you don't.
Shouldn't number 2 be the 1 if you do?
Shut up, you don't confuse the people now.
I don't see a single one, so.
No, they're showered.
Yeah, they're all tired. They're like, shit.
Maybe on the late night podcast.
Are we into admitting this? It's a Sunday night. It's not even 9 o'clock. Our kids are still awake. You know. Oh man! All right. You know what? We're gonna move on to our next segment, guys. It's I think this is all of our favorite ones because we just get to have a good time. It is the riff shift.
Good evening, dears. I'm Manchi Makuta, and you're watching LOL News. Now it's time for the Riff Shift, the bit where we take your clever ideas and have a little play with them. Send them in, we'll do the rest.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you know,
Munchie
Munchie
Makuta.
Makuta definitely likes to scrum.
So
We'll do a staff poll later.
We didn't actually make a post today to get some riff shift comments, but okay. So Dan, right off the hop, he's like, "Butt hair corn is tasty." Shit, that's just nasty. But then, yeah, Linda Lee, I guess, has our first topic. Don't knock it till you tried it. Have you tried it? Nope, and I don't plan on it. That is one hole.
Steve McDonald, we're going around the room. Steve McDonald. His bird's doing it right now in the background for fuck's sake. Steve's no commenting, I see. Yeah, he's no commenting. Matt Johnson.
No.
Matt Johnson, the guy that drinks coffee black, listens to heavy metal and gardens. You know he's eating ass.
No.
Oh, shit.
Because that's fucking exit only shit.
Good call, my friend. I can agree with you. High five with you wherever you are in comparison to me. Are you beside me?
I don't.
Something like that, I think.
I'm hypothetically high fiving you. Oh, that's
let's just keep this guy on. Steve, we didn't get your answer yet.
Yeah, we did.
What's up, Adam? What's up, Julie? How we doing?
Yeah,
Thank you
drop
for
some
tuning
riff
in.
shift. Let's go.
Drop some riff
shift
shift topics in the comment if you guys want.
Someone did mention butt corn.
Steve is definitely a yes. He wouldn't disappear like this if he wasn't a yes, bro. He would just be like, "No, I don't do that."
Oh, again?
Yeah, see,
Well, maybe he's embarrassed because he doesn't like to eat it, but he likes to have it eaten.
Right. I put it on a plate and then I put it in a freezer.
Now that's a
and then
high
I collect it monthly.
conspiracy.
I have a collage all the way back from 1998.
What?
Yeah.
Of what?
Every month I collect a sample and I freeze it.
A sperm
Of what?
sample?
Of ass corn.
Do you collect samples of 40-pound skin tags too?
Yeah.
You guys all sound like princesses. Eat some fucking ass.
Fair enough. That's
Adam's like tongue flicking noises.
I guess maybe it's time to tongue punch a fart box then, you know?
Hey, Adam, Mel, have fun.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't get up to it, you know. I don't think a lady would appreciate me puking all down her crack and shit.
Hold on. You might find the right
I swear to God,
girl.
it's not you. It's just the smell of your shit. Well, I mean, like, fuck, man. I can't, dude, this is just not right. It's not right. I don't like it. Moving on. Come on, give us a different topic, please.
Well, I guess you didn't like Two Girls, One Cup then.
Oh, man.
Did you make it through the video, or you
Dude, there's this guy that I know. I'm not gonna mention his name just because
No, I finished halfway through.
he'll get mad at me if I mention his name. He's a good friend of mine, my old man's. But he talks about that video. He's like, "Oh, I watched the whole thing, man." He's like, "It's like almost fucking 25 minutes long." He's like, "I watched. You can't start it, and not finish it. Like, you sick motherfucker." So is the old guys. You know what I mean?
That's messed up, man. That's messed up. Like,
yeah,
I've seen some disturbing videos, man, but that one there was like,
that was the old guys.
At the end of the video, they actually play chess, but nobody makes it.
Yeah. Watching it once was enough, but the second time you're able to catch some Easter eggs that you didn't notice in the first one.
Oh, man.
You know what? Two Girls, One Cup, and this other fucking video were the only two that actually made me physically ill. So, like, the second
one
one,
jar.
no,
Was Two Girls,
no,
One
the
Cup
second
a
one was,
sequel?
remember Jackass 3 when it came to the movie theater? Well, me and the wife went to go watch it, right? And we're in the theater, and like some of it was crazy or whatever, but it's the fucking scene where they decide to like get horse sperm. And they start taking shots of it, and I had to. I was gagging, leave it. I couldn't stay. I couldn't finish it. I was gagging. I had to leave the theater.
There are girls that get paid to do that on OnlyFans.
But bro, the sweatsuit one. You ever see the sweatsuit one?
Sweatsuit cocktail.
Man, we went and seen Steve-O like 2 weeks ago here in Cornwall, right? And one of the like big fucking stunts that he showed that he did, it was fucking hilarious. But he fucking takes a fucking bottle of Diet Coke and he chugs it through his asshole. And then he proceeds to like, oh, sorry, did I mention he's doing a handstand on a wall while he's doing this? So like one-handed, he like fucking puts the bottle there. It like pops out at the end once it's empty. Clenches his butt cheeks.
It up, so you got to pour it in.
So here's the thing. So he clenches his butt cheeks and then he goes up to like one-handedly fucking puts some fucking Mentos in there. But he's like upside down at this point. And then fucking puts like a couple Mentos in. And then like does a full-on like push-up handstand on the wall. And then like unclenches his fucking butt cheeks. And it's just this big range of fucking... Oh man, those Jackass boys were crazy, boys. Those Jackass boys were crazy.
Apparently, in the beginning, they were paid fuck all too. Right?
I don't understand why there's so much entertainment behind the butthole. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
That was one of my goals, to get Joe to fucking Buke live.
Under my glasses, my eyes are watering hard. I was gagging a little bit.
Oh man, props to him, man. He put on a good show. Like put your body through that type of shit is something else.
All right. I think that's enough of the riff shift, man. I don't know if my guts can handle anymore. We're gonna move on to our final segment of the night. None other than the blue collar tip of the day with Black Hands, Stephen McDonald.
Tip your hats. It's time for the blue collar tip of the day with none other than Stephen Blackhands McDonald.
Hey guys, Steve Blackhands McDonald here, and it's time for your blue collar tip of the day. And to answer your question, yes, I'm in the bathroom, but as a family man, it's the only quiet room in the house. So here's your tip, guys. Spring is finally here. Snow is melting, birds are chirping, and every piece of equipment you own suddenly remembers it's been sitting outside all winter long. So here's your tip. Before you fire up that tractor, skid steer, or truck you parked in November, maybe pop the hood first. There's about a 97% chance some little asshole mouse built a 5-star condo in your air filter. Nothing ruins your morning faster than turning the key and hearing rrr, 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 followed by the smell of burning mouse piss and electrical insulation. So do yourself a favor. Check the airbox. Check the wiring. And then maybe evict that freeloading rodent before it turns your machine into a $1,500 electrical nightmare. Spring cleaning isn't for your houses, it's for shit that makes you money. That's Steve here.
Of course you had to be in a fucking bathroom.
Yeah, man. It's my quiet place.
I highly doubt it's quiet when you're in there.
It's multitasking, guys.
Yeah. Oh, so unfortunately, Joe, we're back on that subject.
I was just gonna say, like, man, like, here we go again on my own.
Oh, fuck.
While Steve was sitting on the throne.
Was he really home alone?
It's funny. So one time I opened up my barbecue and there's a mouse in the barbecue. And he's fucking lucky that he meant, because I closed the lid right away. And I'm like, oh, you little fucker, you're about to roast in there. If he didn't fucking crawl out and run away, it was, yeah.
Oh, man.
I was ready to fucking roast that mouse.
You would have fucking started frying them up, bro, and your Somalian neighbors would have smelled it and come over and be like, oh, are you doing some cooking?
Right? I mean, I'd have to clean the barbecue after that, but it would have been more of like teach a little fucker a lesson.
Definitely.
That poor mouse. That poor mouse.
It would have been a tasty snack, though.
Pardon?
It's not a poor mouse. The mouse lived, right? Jumped out.
Yeah, he lived and ran away. It was probably eaten by a neighbor cat or something like that, or I don't know.
It had a natural life.
One could hope.
The neighbor's cat brings it back to your
It was eaten by a Somalian cat.
Run away from the German oven.
They took daycare of it.
I don't think Germany makes ovens anymore.
Not anymore.
They used to build really
I
good.
heard they
ovens.
were too efficient.
Yeah, did you hear about that new German oven they just built? I guess it's a 12-seater.
Wait, isn't it called a Dutch oven?
No, that's probably what you do to your wife, you sick fuck.
I don't know. I heard Germans don't make the best ovens. They had doors with handles on the inside, glass windows, inside the ovens and stuff. And I don't know. That's up for debate. That's up for another topic, I suppose. You know what I mean? But if you don't want weak oven doors if you're trying to bake a whole bunch of muffins, man. When they start to expand, you'd hate for your oven to blow out, and stop working properly. So
I don't know. I've never had muffins try to break out of my oven.
Well, maybe you haven't mixed the ingredients the wrong way like I have.
So that old lady joke, fucking 2 muffins in a fucking oven. One muffin looks to the other and says, "Fuck, it's hot in here." The other one says, "Fuck, a talking muffin."
Well, I'm guessing Joe must have lived on Drury Lane before or something because he knows the Muffin Man, I guess.
I do. I want Drury Lane right now.
Throw in some molasses into those muffins, man. Apparently there was a bunch of molasses you can use.
That was in 1919, Pat. Did you not hear Matt's segment?
I suppose.
The molasses would be so out of date by now. I don't want to get food poisoning.
Probably expired.
No, the sugar.
Or I don't want to get a tooth in my molasses, or you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
Finger
The sugars
fragment
would
or
probably
something.
fermented. 100-year-old molasses would probably be like psychedelic by this point.
Now you're tempting me.
Shit.
All right.
No, I want to try it.
Psychedelic honey. Fuck, I remember watching a video. It's like this honey.
It's called mad honey.
Yeah, it's the true thing.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, these bees they pollinate these flowers in the region that have narcotics, or they have like some sort of natural psychedelic in them. And so, whenever the bees produce the honey from all the pollen they take with them, the chemical ends up seeping into the honey. So this honey has intoxicating qualities to it. It's called mad honey.
Are these bees tripping out like the whole time they're collecting this honey?
No, they don't really know. They're just like.
If you ever see the bee movie,
like
man, how they're like all like chilling. Like,
They didn't test that part. They're just like, yo, they're getting us high.
I just remember the video vividly, though, as the guy turned around, he has a spoonful or whatever, and he's all confident and whatever, and they're all sitting in a circle, they all got their sandals on and stuff. And then he's like, oh, he goes in for another, and the guy's like, no, that's enough. And he's like, okay. And then the guy like leaves, and he goes, he grabs another scoop. They cut to the segment of him laying on the street, just tripping. Right?
I like those videos where you see those and it's usually some sort of white dude with blonde curly hair. He's like, I'm in the Philippines, and I'm gonna take some sort of natural psychedelic with these tribal people. And then I always love the videos where they're like, okay, now I'm gonna try it. And they drink the cup, and the guy's like, oh, you weren't supposed to drink the whole thing.
Right
you
away,
need to leave. You need to leave
panic.
now. Why? You're going to be a problem soon. You need to leave.
What's that?
You need to leave.
1,000 Ways to Die, the movie, and Seth MacFarlane. He's in the circle or whatever. And the guy turns the cup, he drinks it. He said, fuck, that was for the whole tribe.
Yeah. A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, that's
underrated comedy gem. That's actually, I don't care what anyone says. That
Oh,
movie's
it's
fucking
really
fun.
good.
Yeah, Liam
Reminds me of
Neeson is
Super
amazing in that
Troopers
movie.
too. The beginning of the first Super Troopers, when Buddy's got to eat everything, all the weed, all the mushrooms, everything.
Was Joe making kosher
Sneaking in
mushrooms?
the back.
Vision Quest.
Vision Quest.
Yo, man, we've
Another
gone on some
underrated
quests
movie.
before. Yo, that's the thing. Listen, guys, Battle of Ontario coming up in May. When we do the Battle of Ontario, that's what we should do. We should just take some mushrooms and go on the quest outside, in the bush, like we did last tour, where we
The
just
bush
mission
of downtown
through the entire
Toronto?
wilderness. What's that?
The wilderness of downtown
No,
Toronto?
no. We staying out. We staying out.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood that for a second.
No, we're not going out to the
woods,
wilderness
like,
of Toronto.
we'd have to take a lot to think we're in the middle of the woods.
No, into the wilderness of like in cottage country. We're staying at the cottage. So
Okay, that makes more sense.
Man, if we were going downtown Toronto on a bunch of mushrooms, we would be like that guy at your comedy show, Matt, that was just tripping out the front row.
Yeah, we'll document the whole thing. We might even go live that night. That's a great little adventure that we've
the Blair LOL project
tradition. That being said, guys, we're gonna wrap this up, and we're gonna do it with our final thoughts of the evening. Pat, we're gonna start with you.
No, it was a great show, guys. We learned a lot. We kept it serious. We we had some serious moments. We had some funny moments. It was a good night.
Oh yeah, Steven?
We learned a lot about each other, some more than others, but especially like eating ass and stuff and coming.
That being said, Matt Johnson, final thought of the evening.
I'm still wondering how the seatbelts and seats weren't invisible in that invisible jet. That's still boggling my mind.
It was the technical malfunction that day. Don't worry, everything goes invisible.
Yeah. We left the seats on just for that clip, I suppose.
We had to show there was still a jet there too, right? Like
everything goes invisible, just like half the Epstein files, right?
But
for entertainment purposes only.
Fuck.
Greenland.
Clip it.
Oh, that was good.
And my final thought of the evening, guys, is someone somewhere right now is getting laid. Someone somewhere right now is also getting stabbed. That being said, life has its ups and downs. Live, laugh, and LOL, bitches. Like, follow, subscribe, all that jazz. And don't forget about the bike raffle. Guys, the bike raffle. Right?
Hurry up and buy a square to win this damn bike. You won't find another ride like this for the price. Jump in before it's gone. Listen to her.